Mm, mm, mm. That's all I can say is Here we go. Yeah, we back again. You can't make this up with Big Meech, can you? Now, allegedly, Big Meech had sent a direct message, a DM, to CEO Jizzle. If y'all know who CEO Jizzle is, he affiliated with PRE. Shout out to Jizzle, man. He bugged out. I mean, that's a bugged out dude right there. Definitely got some hot tracks. I mean, I rock, y'all already know I rock with Dolph and the whole PRE, so y'all already know that. So shout out to the whole PRE camp. But Jizzle actually posted something on his page, and he actually exposed the message that Big Meech sent him. And he actually clowned Big Meech at the end of it. Oh, I'm gonna show y'all the message. We're gonna talk about this because I keep telling you, you had your shine 20 years ago. These young niggas nowadays, they ain't trying to hear that. It's a whole different era. That part. I sit back, I wait. Young boys ain't trying to hear nothing you say nowadays. Especially with the third party alleged snitch allegations that you got Cuffy locked up from St. Louis. Now that's, man, listen. You rocking with some little nigga named CEO Jizzle and trying to connect with him. He from Memphis. Them niggas don't condone that snitching shit. We gotta talk about all this, man. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Let's get this show started, man. Yo, 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 yo. If they know, they know, man. It's your boy Smoke News TV. We back in the building. Smash that thumbs up right there. It ain't gonna hurt your feelings. It ain't gonna cost you. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video if you haven't. Make sure you subscribe. Shout out to all my members that got their membership, know what I mean? All my Smoke gang and Team Smoke. Shout out to all my supporters that been smashing that subscribe button. If y'all want to donate to the channel, also Cash App is in the banner. You can also donate by the thank you button on the video. You'll see it right there. And man, we just got to get this shit straight started. We got to talk about this, man. Let's get this copyright out the way, though. Copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find that in my description on my channel. Everything that I speak on over here is for educational and entertainment purpose. Again, copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find that in my description on my channel, on this channel. Everything that I speak on over here is for educational and entertainment purpose. The clips and videos I play are also owned by the original creators. So we got CEO Jizzle. Memphis rapper and Young Dolph affiliate CEO Jizzle goes and links alleged message between him and Detroit native Big Meech. Let's get to the message. Now, if y'all see on the top right here, this allegedly Big Meech hitting CEO Jizzle. He still got it on his page. I don't think this is fake. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Jizzle don't need no clout for some nigga named Big Meech. He's already under PRE. He rocking with Key Glock, Young Dolph. He under that Young Dolph cap. So they already got the clout that they need. So let's put that clear right there. But if y'all see up top here, he said, yo, this shit go. He said, you spent some real shit. He said, you got it, my brother. Let's get some work. Let's get some work in, Paul. So you see Jizzle right there. He said, let's do it. I mean, let's do it. Meech put a heart. So check this out. Now, this Meech writing him. He said, check this out. Check this out, fam. For what I'm thinking, how can we get this song and you more out there? Look, I could do the video of me listening to the song. Make it look natural. You can have blogs say I co-signed you. Or we could do an intro where I'm talking shit on one of your unreleased songs. He said that'll be some bullshit no one will expect. Let me get this band out the way, pardon me. So then you see down the bottom, he said, or we could do both. He said, but either way, if you could tap in with me and lock in, that's co-signed by me. Now he's still thinking. Now, Big Meech still got this image. Now, we ain't done. We're going to get to the next. Matter of fact, let's get to the next on text. So then he said, let's go. He said, send the budget. He said, send the budget, mob. I ain't tripping too much about no money. We could do now. Let's lock in. You want to do the video, the intro, or both. Now, this is Jizzle sending the message back. Jizzle said, get your washed up police ass out my DM. You finna piss me off. Let me repeat that again. This is Jizzle repeating back to Big Meech. He said, get your washed up police ass out my DM. You finna piss me off. I'm going to go back to the first one so y'all can see it. Now, the reason why I'm going to leave this up there, right, for just a quick second. A lot of people thought it was fake, but Big Meech switched his profile picture, allegedly. The profile picture he got right there with the message that he sent to CEO Jizzle, he had it up there not so long ago. He switched it back. Now he got some other profile picture. And I don't think CEO Jizzle is going to lie about this, to be honest. I don't think he's just going to put this out there and keep it on his page. It just doesn't make no sense. And this shit happened, yes, I think he posted this yesterday. But a lot of bloggers like myself, I've been seeing this yesterday, but I'm like, damn, it's just some clout chasing. But I said, why would he clout chase off a nigga that just came on 20 years, ain't really got no say-so in the industry? I said back, I'll wait. The whole industry is looking at him like a snitch off the Cuffy situation. I'm not saying this. The industry is saying this, and they looking at Big Meech on that level. With the paperwork and what Cuffy put out there with the third party on involvement with him being with Tammy. We ain't making this up. This is all in the air. This is all in the internet. So why the hell was CEO Jizzle clout chase off? Pardon me. That was a quick little interrupt. But why was CEO Jizzle actually clout chase off this situation? I'm just doing like he under PRE cap. He ain't got no reason to clout chase over no Big Meech situation. So what he did, what he tell them? Them boys over there getting money in Memphis. Them boys ain't playing. Y'all see the Memphis news. Y'all see them little niggas out there spinning them blocks. Now I ain't saying CEO Jizzle in the PRE camp, but I'm just saying the whole Memphis period. Them boys ain't trying to link up with no rat allegedly big homie from 20 years ago that had the game on Smash once upon a time. They not with that shit no more. They doing their own thing. Plus, PRE's independent. I mean, them niggas over there all eating. Even the niggas that you don't even hear about, nigga, them niggas eating under that camp. Because Dolph left a trail for them niggas. Dolph left a blueprint for them niggas to take off with. Rest in peace to young Dolph. But when that situation happened, he left a blueprint for everybody to feed and eat off. They don't need no nigga like Big Meech. That's why Jizzle said, get your washed up ass police out my DM before you piss me off. Jizzle was playing with the nigga. Jizzle looked at that message and was like, you know what, I'm going to continue letting him talk. And then I'm going to tell this nigga, if you don't get out my DM, nigga, you pissing me off, nigga. Them boys in Memphis don't care who you be, who you are, who they ran with. Them boys out there don't care about none of that shit. These little niggas out here playing with AR-15s and Mac, man. These niggas playing with big, semi-automatic weapons that'll blow your goddamn head off, nigga. That part. What we talking about? These niggas got guns that'll shoot 10 blocks from here. Like, these little niggas don't care nowadays. Maybe 20 years ago, he might have linked up. But see, when I see that message right there, let this marinate in your brain. That tells me that Big Meech is still trying to get in the rap game. Don't be surprised when Big Meech get off his little bracelet, whatever paperwork he on, whatever, so he can get a little bit more freedom. Don't be surprised them niggas trying to start a whole record label over there. That's why I feel like he's doing the shit that he's doing, because he always wanted to be in the rap game. He always wanted to be a record label to sign niggas since 20 years ago when they first came in the game. It's just 20 years ago they didn't have the machine behind them. Like Blue Da Vinci said. Remember Blue Da Vinci said, man, listen, man, I should go to Big Meech and be like, yo, let's buy these properties, let's buy this land. Y'all gotta remember, Big Meech ain't buying no land down in Atlanta the whole time they was down there. I sit back, I wait. What we talking about here? Blue Da Vinci, he said this on all his goddamn interviews. He said Big Meech wasn't thinking about buying land and all that shit. He was just thinking about that work, nigga, and pushing them birds and partying in the club and having rappers around their goddamn crew. I'm not saying this. Blue Da Vinci said this. So when you go back and hear what Blue said, that this nigga ain't buying no land, these niggas had Atlanta on smash, and you telling me them niggas ain't buying no properties out there, no lands? That's crazy to me. That tells you what type of business he was. Now, I don't know about Southwest T. Southwest T wasn't in Atlanta. That nigga was in Cali, Detroit. He was doing other things out there. Maybe he might have brought some land out there. We always get the story about Big Meech. We really don't get the full story of Southwest T side. Because y'all got to let this marinate in y'all brain. Southwest T wasn't eating in Atlanta. That was Big Meech and BMF boys down there. Southwest T was in California eating. If y'all know the history, he had his own crew, and the niggas was doing their own thing in the West Coast. That's a whole nother documentary, a whole nother TV series that they actually could do on Southwest T. Because him and his brother, they run with the same niggas. They had different crews, man. Especially when they started going neck to neck and they started arguing about, who was Southwest T not feeling Big Meech partying, putting the billboard, BMF. Southwest T wasn't really feeling that. And I know a lot of people gonna say, well, Southwest T was the reason why the phone tap and all that. Let me refresh our mind right quick. Sit back and let this marinate in your brain. Southwest T wasn't a flossy one. Southwest T wasn't trying to get in the rap game. Southwest T wasn't doing the shit that Big Meech was doing. Big Meech was the most flashy one. He was the one in the strip club. He was the one buying bottles. He was the one trying to get in the rap game. He was the one that put the big BMF goddamn board up on the billboard out there in Atlanta with a whole goddamn police and federales could see that and wondering who the F is BMF. That was all Big Meech, not Southwest T. It wasn't his brother. So when you put that heat against you, the phone tap is going to connect. They already know them two niggas is brother from the Detroit era. But you got to understand, once they started watching Big Meech, boom, they put the phone tap. That shit connected all the way from Atlanta all the way to California. But who put the federales on them niggas, though? It was more Big Meech and them boys down there in Atlanta. We all know the story. Them boys was doing way too much. When you in a game like that, you moving on birds the way they was moving on birds, you got to stay very low key. You can't be out there flossing and hanging with rappers and blowing money and pulling up in foreigns and putting billboards at BMF. We run the world and all this shit. Like, that's too much going on, nigga. This ain't 1980s. This ain't no goddamn Scarface. You brought all the heat from Atlanta all the way to California to Southwest T. I know some people ain't gonna agree with this shit, but when I look at the story and the documentaries that I follow throughout all them years, and the niggas that's speaking about the situation, it was more of a Big Meech part, man. Big Meech was the one that was doing the floss and doing everything that he was doing. And then he come home and he still act like the same. It seemed like he's still acting the same way he was acting 20-something years ago. Haven't changed at all. Jumped in the game and started hanging with the pardon me, start hanging with the ops that 50 Cent don't really like and he really ain't got no business being around with, meaning Rick Ross. He had no reason being around that brother. 50 could bring way more money for you. What's the reason being around him? See, but it goes back and like I'm telling y'all, pardon me. This nigga always wanted to be in a rap game. He always wanted to have that BMF record label. Legit. He want to sign rappers. That's what make me think that he really DM CEO Jizzle and trying to connect with the nigga. Yeah, if you hook up with me, I can co-sign you. Niggas don't really care about your co-sign, champ. You already got a bad allegation going around on your name already. What the hell CEO Jizzle want to do with that? He already got a co-sign from Young Dolph. He already got a co-sign from Key Glock. PRE niggas over there. Them niggas already buzzing in the industry. Niggas know who CEO Jizzle is. If y'all don't know, y'all gonna know who he is now. That's the nigga that got shot in Memphis inside the Memphis Arena. Remember when they had that little concert and the nigga got popped all inside the Memphis Arena? That was CEO Jizzle. That's how much of a gang that nigga be on. That nigga don't be playing no games out here, man. So for him to post that, I absolutely believe that was this nigga in his DM box, pardon me, trying to connect with the nigga, trying to start this BMF record label, trying to get artists under his wing. I already see that picture going on right now as we speak. That's exactly what the hell Big Meech is trying to do now. But when you got the snitch allegation third party with Tammy, that shit ain't gonna work, champ. You already got one little nigga ready disrespecting you and posted your message that you sent him that supposed to be between y'all two. But he done linked it out to the world now. And the shit is still on CEO Jizzle page. He didn't delete it. Obviously, he don't care about you and your old reputation. He looking at the shit now. What you doing now, champ? Oh, let me guess. You a third party with Tammy. Nah, I'm good on that. Get out my inbox, man. I ain't rocking with you. Get out my DM, man. That's how CEO Jizzle's coming at the nigga. Why wouldn't you, though? Why wouldn't he? Why try to get a cosign from a nigga like that when I'm already getting cosign from PRE camp? Come on, man. You can't make this shit up, bro. But like I said, these niggas, him, Lil Meech, they think they special. For some strange reason, I don't know, they think they really special. Yo, Marquise, let these niggas know what it is, bro.
Somebody out here, or maybe it's just a bunch of people out here that need to hear this. And it was like, you thought you were special. You really thought you were special. Who told you you were special? You thought you were special.
You thought you were special. You go with some young niggas, young upcoming rap artists like CEO Jizzle, and you really thought Jizzle was gonna be like, yeah, champ, I need your cosign, man. Yeah, we could definitely do the video, champ. Your word up, Big Meech. Them niggas, he hit you with a whole spin around the block, nigga. He say, nigga, get out my DM, nigga. You pissing me off. Get your washed up police ass out of here. That's straight disrespectful. That's telling me them Memphis boys down there don't give a F about your history. You might have to stay with 42 Doug or somebody up there, man. Shout out to 42 Doug, but you know 42 Doug is about like the only rapper that's really rocking with the nigga. I don't really see too many other rappers rocking with him. But I'm telling y'all right now, Big Meech is trying to get in that record. He's trying to get in that record on me. He's trying to get in that hip-hop industry. He's trying to get BMF. He's trying to get the record label pop and all that. That nigga want to be a boss under the BMF label, as he should. That's his shit. That's his brand. But he's really trying to get rappers over there to come on. I mean, to jump ship and join that BMF label over there. Because that's exactly what that shit is telling me when you DM CEO Jizzle. You got a plan ahead, and there's nothing wrong to having a plan. Nothing wrong with that because of the shit that's going on and the shit that you ruined with 50 Cent with the money that you actually messed up for your son. F you, nigga. You done messed it up for Lil Meech. That's the one I really feel bad for, Lil Meech. Because 50 Cent did more for him in the outside world that you obviously couldn't do while you was doing your 20 years. That part. What are we talking about here? Because if you was able to help that nigga while you was in it in 20 years, why that nigga ain't go to college? Why you ain't hit somebody in the outside world? Yo, my son trying to become a rapper. Because remember, Lil Meech tried to become a rapper at first. Nobody signed him though. No favors. Oh man, Big Meech did this favor for me 20 years ago. Let me do this for Lil Meech, man. Even though he ain't hot, but I'm just gonna sign him just for the favor. Know what I mean? He didn't even get that. I sit back, I'll wait. Why nobody couldn't sign the little nigga? Just to do a favor for you until you come home. To have a little type of pocket money for the little nigga as a rapper. That shit didn't happen. Big Meech, you better wake up, champ. You better wake up, man, for real. There's no way in the world I would have came home and ruined all that shit because I want to kumbaya with ops that 50 don't rock with. There's no way, man. Like a nigga put his son in rehab. Nigga put his son into acting school. Nigga helped his son so much, nigga, and you just backstab 50 like that. And look at you, and look at the disrespect you still getting now. You getting disrespected from young niggas in Memphis now. Them niggas is telling you, nigga, get out my DM. You pissing me off, nigga. You old and washed up. You don't wrote a whole paragraph in a DM, and that nigga hit you with like 3-4 words, nigga. Come on, that tells you right there. Oh, I got to go back and show y'all? He wrote a whole paragraph. First one. Look at the second one. Come on, bro. That shows you, man, listen, them niggas don't respect this nigga, bro. I'm just going to keep it real. You might got respect for a lot. BMF is all over the place. Don't get it twisted. That shit is all over. Everybody's BMF. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. But as a blogger, what I'm telling you, stay away from the internet. Be in the cup, man. Continue getting your money. Stop playing yourself. I know that. I don't know. I think that what Big Meech is doing is keeping himself relevant. He's keeping himself in the algorithm. Because we're in a different era, and we're in a different era where the algorithm is actually going to feed you, it's going to make money for you, it's going to promote you. And whatever anything you got going on, you're going to stay in the algorithm. And if you got some shit going on, you can promote it that way. Even if they're saying you a snitch, nigga, he still gonna promote documentaries. You see him in Lil Meech posting up, nigga, wearing clothing, wearing other people's brand clothing to support them. So obviously he's supporting clothing brands independently. Meaning Big Meech and Little Meech, because every time they take a goddamn picture to somebody else's clothing line, that's because he's in the algorithm. That shit brings revenue in. So what I'm thinking on this note right here, like, yo, bro, you don't want to be in the algorithm respectfully being disrespectful. When niggas is actually disrespecting you, pardon me, let me say it that way. But maybe he don't care. Maybe he's like, man, listen, I gotta eat. I'm gonna stay in the algorithm no matter what, nigga. Snitch or what? I don't know what Big Meech's plans is. I don't know what Little Meech's plans is. But I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. After that last goddamn BMS series, the last season that's gonna drop, because they saying this is the final season, what the hell these niggas gonna do with that brand now? And 50 Cent still own the rights and everything of your brand. I sit back, I'll wait. What the hell they could possibly do? This nigga got a whole documentary with Tammy coming out talking about Big Meech being in the third party. Meaning 50 Cent got that shit coming out soon. So what the hell can you possibly do after the BMF season is over? Because that shit's gonna, it ain't gonna be popping no more, man. The reason why people were still screaming BMF, the reason why people were still watching BMF, the reason why people still knew who the hell Big Meech was, the reason why people who didn't know Big Meech and then they found out who Big Meech was when they watched the TV series, because not everybody knew who Big Meech was back in the days. Not everybody was in tune in the streets. A lot of civilians didn't know who the hell was Big Meech was until the TV series came out. They looking at what BMF. What the hell's BMF? You know, you go do your research, you Google the shit. Boop, Black Mafia family, nigga, that shit pop up. The whole history drops. Then now they doing their research because they watching a TV series that 50 Cent actually helped you make and supported your family and made you about $5 million, almost $10 million off this shit. He kept that brand popping. He kept the brand in the spotlight. People gonna say, oh, nah, somebody else could have did it. Okay, so why the hell they didn't do it a long time ago? Why they didn't grab that BMS story before 50 grabbed it? I sit back, I'll wait. Exactly. So when the last season dropped, what the hell these niggas gonna do with that brand? That's my question to y'all. What they gonna do with it? The only thing I could think of, nigga, they gonna try to go in the music industry. They gonna try to go in the record label. They gonna try to go in that hip hop world. BMF record label, nigga. You know, he tried to do that shit 20-something years ago. That was his first move anyway. So I believe Big Meech is continue trying to go do that. He's gonna continue to try to make that BMF into a label. Even though I think it is a label, this shit is legit. But you don't have no artist. You don't got no rap artist. You ain't got nobody over there rapping. Oh, let me guess. What, you gonna turn your son to a rapper? Once upon a time, he tried to rap. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work because of all these allegations that's on you, nigga. Pause. Let's go to one. Let's go down memory lane right quick on one of these. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share the video.
Yeah, man, let the world know, man. Check this out, man. At the end of the day, man, he used a civilian. Tammy ain't got no motherfucking G code that she got to follow.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So I don't have a problem with Tammy whatsoever, man.
Right.
As long as it come out who sent her. I know that Tammy was sent. You
Right.
understand? You feel me? By Big Meech.
Right.
I know she was put on the mission, homie.
Right. Yeah, no, listen, I talked to Five. He definitely putting something in the works, and I'm going to let him know. You said your daughter and your wife is who you want to be your point of contact on the streets.
Yeah, man, I'm going to put him with my wife, homie. 34 years, man. I got a family, homie.
Got you.
I got 6 motherfucking children, beautiful children, man. You feel me?
Got you. I got you. No, listen, when I tell you...
Let Fitty know, man, ain't nothing but love and respect, man.
Look, I'm going to tell him that I talked to you about what you don't mind if he put anything out on his page of what me and you talked about earlier and what we talking about right now.
Hey, homie, tell that nigga, hurry up, homie. I fuck with Bill, man. I know he's a real nigga, homie.
For real.
Tell 50, hurry up, homie.
All right, let's do it.
I sit back, I wait. What are people gonna say? Oh man, here we go again. You Team 50. No, nigga, this ain't about no 50 Cent video. Nigga, it's about a nigga that helped his family and put his son in goddamn acting school, spent money for his son to act for 2 years. Let me ask y'all niggas out there, since some of y'all like to comment below, but like, oh, this and that, oh yeah, that. I love the debate. Don't get it twisted. I love the debate. I like to hear other people's opinions. But let me ask y'all a question right quick. Did one of y'all homies ever did some shit like that for y'all son or daughter? Did any of y'all homies put y'all son and daughter in college? Did any of y'all homies did anything for y'all kids while y'all did 20 years? Maybe a few dollars here and there. Nothing wrong with that. But I'm talking about some changing your life, changing your family life, moving into some mansions, changing your son's life that was very confused at one time because, listen, you could go to my old videos, nigga. They up. Y'all go check the 50 Cent, the Big Meech videos. Them shits is still up. Go check them out. But I'm gonna remind y'all, refresh with people's mind right quick. This is somebody that changed their life. This is the people that's gonna tell you. This is the trolls that's gonna say, oh no, Big Meech already got money. He was moving birds. He changed their life 20-something years ago. Okay, nothing wrong with that. We all know about the BMF story. Them niggas was fly, changed, Lil Meech looking fly when he was a little baby. Oh, we seen the pictures. We see all that. But nigga, when he went in, champs, pardon me, champs. When he went in, what happened? That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna sit back and wait. What? Why Lil Meech said he was confused? He was lost. He ain't know what to do out here in these damn streets. You know why? Because ain't none of them little rap niggas that was around him back then. They didn't come back and help Lil Meech. They didn't say, yo, Lil Meech, I see you trying to rap. Yo, come over here, man. We're gonna do a favor for your father. None of them niggas ain't offer that shit at all. So when I go back and say that you got a person that don't know you, never hung around your crew, meaning G Unit, 50 Cent back in the day, because they was around. The only person that was around from G Unit that was around them niggas in Atlanta was Young Buck. He's the only one. Y'all done heard the 50 Cent interview. He said, man, I stood away from that shit because I knew that shit was gonna crash. 50 said that shit in plenty of his interviews. But for somebody to take a chance on your goddamn son and spend money in an acting school that he didn't even do for his own son, y'all telling me what? That ain't no loyalty? You ain't gonna come home and be loyal to a nigga like that? And got legit money for your family, the brand, everything. Got to go make a movie, because they swear they're gonna make a movie now that 50 Cent in the I don't see that shit happening, to be honest. That shit probably happen 4 years from then, and by then nobody ain't gonna want to watch that goddamn movie. He messed everything up when he came home and he did the bullshit that he did. The nigga came home, he supposed to have linked up with Tammy. If you wasn't gonna link up with Tammy, you supposed to kept that relationship between you and Tammy solid, man. Something happened that we all don't know about, and I kind of figure it out what it is. The only thing that could break something like that has got to be money and disloyalty. When Meech came home, probably was promising his woman all types of shit when he came home. No, he went to Lil Meech mom, he went to his baby mom, nigga, that part. So it's a lot of shit. Females feel some type of way. Come on, man. We all dated female. We know how females can act. Nigga, you break their heart, stab them in the back, pause, nigga, they're going to go all out on you. Any little secrets they got on your ass, they're going to put that out there because, nigga, she done held you down for like almost 10, 15 years. When she went up there to go visit you for almost 20 years, ran around, got the deal for you for 50 Cent and all types of shit, and then you run around and act like that's what you get. The only thing that can happen, disloyalty and money, but happen between y'all two in the back end. That's exactly what the hell happened. And now you got this whole mess in the pot, nigga. Now you got a whole snitch allegation, third party, all that shit. You got little niggas from Memphis disrespecting you while you messaging them. Come on, man. Come on. And I'm speaking facts here. I'm only speaking as a real nigga. At the end of the day, I would have came home, nigga, and stood away from the internet. You come home and do this. Hold on. Damn, I don't even got that goddamn video again. I wish I would have still had that video. You come on and do that little video, yo, death before dishonor. Nah, man, you really got to explain yourself, champ. You can't be coming on doing no BS ass video like that. Death before dishonor, this and that. Nah, man, speak, nigga. Talk. I don't understand this. I really don't. You like to take pictures with the clothing and clothing lines you wearing, all this and smiling and shit. Once you speak and explain yourself of what the really is going on with the Cuffy situation, with the Tammy situation, maybe we'll get a better understanding of what the hell is really going on. But since you never spoke and you only gave us one video, you sitting down, yeah, death before dishonor, this and that. Niggas don't care about that shit no more. These little niggas out here, nigga, they hanging with niggas next day, they knocking niggas off. Niggas don't care about that death before dishonor shit no more. That shit dried up decades ago. It's every man for themselves nowadays. That part, what we talking about? I sit back, I wait. You might be lucky if you got 3 to 4 close friends around you. The closest you might get lucky is 5 niggas in your circle, nigga, and all 5 y'all niggas is solid. Besides that, nigga, it's every man for themselves. In this era that we live in right now. Am I lying? I sit back and I wait on that. So you with this death before dishonor and all this, when you dropped that video a couple months ago, man, niggas, man, we don't know. We want a better explanation. We want to hear what the hell happened between you, Cuffy, and Tammy. You could have sat back, nah, smoke. He on parole, he on house arrest, whatever, man, that shit ain't got nothing to do with for him to explain what happened. It's certain words he can actually use in the interview. He ain't got to indict himself. You could have easily did a little 5-minute interview. Like, man, listen, man, I don't know what Cuffy talking about. This, that, and the third. 10. You know why he couldn't explain himself? Because the shit is goddamn true. That's why. That's why. Did anybody sat back and realize that shit? Let's think about it. Let's for real. Let's think. Even if you was doing it, you got niggas like Alpo when he came home. Everybody seen Alpo paperwork. Everybody knew Alpo was on a witness protection program. Everything. That nigga got tired of that shit and said, "I'm out of here, nigga. I'm going back to Harlem, nigga." Alpo on his way back to Harlem now. What happened? Nigga doing interviews. He refreshing people on minds about what happened to Rich and this. You know, Alpo was bugging. I ain't gonna front. He was bugging out. He was bringing old mess and old drama and people that already healed from the situations in the 90s that happened in Harlem. He was bringing that shit back when he came out. Man, listen, this is what I did to this nigga over here on this block, this and that. And yeah, I left Rich over there. Like, man, I even watched that shit. I said, yo, man, Alpo out of control. You don't do that, man. You don't pull up to a spot where you actually dump Rich Porter body at and you explain what happened. Now, if you got a nigga like that that's gonna explain shit like that, why the hell you can't explain what's going on with your allegation? Because your allegations making you look very bad out here in the industry. For all the rappers and the youngest like me back in the days that used to look up to the BMF movement. Because y'all did have a goddamn movement going on. I can't take that away from y'all. But why you ain't explaining yourself? Why you ain't saying Tammy wrong? Why you ain't saying whatever Tammy was doing? I don't know about that shit. Because you was involved in it, champ. You was involved in it. That's the reason why. Let's go back a little bit in memory lane again on these 2 clips right quick, 2 videos, so we can refresh people's minds on what Cuffy talking about. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Y'all already know the vibes.
The agent testified that Demetrius Flannery was aware of the deal, and that Demetrius had one request, and that his name does not appear in any documents. This was Special Agent Keith Cromer's testimony. CS1 testified, Tammy Collins, that Demetrius Flannery was aware. She signed up to be a government informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut. She had the courtroom clear it out. If you go on Pacer, pull my docket sheet, you'll see where CS1 requested that the courtroom be closed.
Got you. Let me ask you a question, Cuffy. At any time during the initial stages of your indictment involving this whole Tammy Collins thing, did you talk to Big Meech, or did you send a message to Big Meech in any way to tell him or to alert him of what was going on?
We sent Big Meech certified mail Big Meech set me up, and Tammy set me up with this thing in 2013. That's the last time I've heard from this nigga. We sent them correspondence through the attorneys. Asked him, is he aware that his name is in court sworn documents and sending me a truckload of cocaine? He never responded. We know he got the mail because we sent everything certified. I have not heard from this nigga of 32 years since they set me up in 2013.
I sit back, I wait. While I sit back and wait, smash that like button, share this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed, because I don't know what you're waiting on. I sit back. Now y'all heard Cuffy. See, I ain't want to go back down memory lane and refresh people's mind, but sometimes you just have to. Because when you get disrespected from a young artist, upcoming artist like a CEO Jizzle coming out of Memphis, shout out to my camp over there. Shout out to my boys over there, PRE. Shout out to rest in peace, young Dolph. They don't need no cosign. He already got a cosign, who he's under. That part. So if that, listen, I know some people probably like, I don't think that shit is real. Jizzle still got the shit on his page. If it wasn't real, he would have been deleted that shit. That shit's still there. If anybody, man, Memphis, tap in. Memphis, no. That little nigga is bugged out. He don't care, nigga. He gon', pardon me. He still got it in because he letting the world know, nigga, this is what I told this nigga. Bro, it's bad work. Why you don't explain yourself of what Tammy is trying to do to you? Tammy Cohen. The one you was kumbayaing with, nigga, doing all that. The one you was, you sold your name and your brand. You gave everything. You gave everything. You gave everything to her, bro. Why? And you thought you was gonna come home and be like, all right, Tad, I'm gonna see you later. Let me go lay up with my baby mom. No, nigga. That shit don't work like that. She looking like, no. We not doing that. You trying to play me? Okay. Doo-doo, speed down to 50. Yo, fifth. Let's put it out there. Now, I know some people gonna be like, nah, but how that look like on Fifth's side? Fifth is making money. He don't care about what the hell Big Meech did. If you got a story on your hand that's gonna make you millions of dollars, you really gonna sit now. Let me ask all the champs, all the homies out there, the champs, let me ask y'all a question. Put yourself in 50 Cent shoes. Legit, where he at now, G-Unit film, he's making money. Power was a success. Everything he touched went up, nigga. It leveled up. Now you meet Tammy Cohen's. She got a story for you. Yeah, you know, Big Meech, he told me to come with you. Everything is legit. Everything is good. Oh, y'all telling me, as 50 Cent, that millions of dollars is worth, and Big Meech is down to do the production. He's down to do the TV series. Even though the third party shit is gonna come out several years later, obviously, like it did now. Now I'm going back. I'm taking y'all back. Go back several years back when it first started, the BMF series. 50 Cent absolutely knew about what was going on. I'm not questioning that. But what the hell that shit got to do with him? He's making millions out of that story. You bring me your story, your lifeline story, nigga. I don't give a F for what you and Tammy Cohen's are doing. Oh, I'm gonna get my money out of this, and I'm just gonna make sure y'all get y'all money, nigga, and that's it, nigga. But what 50 did, and 50 posted this, y'all remember when I did this in my video? He said the mistake that Big Meech did was not keep that relationship solid, man. So now Fifth got to push back now also because Tammy's mad. Tammy's ready to come out with an all-tell documentary because Big Meech is playing with her feelings and everything and did her dirty. So as y'all 50 Cent, y'all telling me y'all gonna push yourself away. Oh, nah, man, you know, and there's millions and millions of dollars worth on that contract, and you don't got nothing to do with what the hell is Big Meech is doing. Y'all gonna push yourself away? Y'all just gonna shove it back to Ted. No, I ain't gonna do that because, you know, there's some snitch allegations going on. Nigga, y'all niggas ain't in the streets no more. You a legit businessman. You making film. You making TV productions. You in movies and everything, meaning you are 50 Cent. And you tell him you're just gonna push the paper back to him because of the snitch allegations. And that just, oh nah, that's gonna make me look bad. How the hell that's gonna make you look bad? That's gonna make Big Meech look bad when the story come out. And that's exactly what happened. Fifth ain't got nothing to do with that. Fifth, the only thing Fifth did that I know he regret was making no money and making his son a star and look at the thank you that he got when the homie came home. That's what he regret. If I knew you was gonna come home on this bullshit, nigga, the way you did, nigga, I wouldn't even turn your son into a star. I would have found somebody else to play your role. That part, I sit back and wait. He did him a favor. Come on now, man. Y'all can't sit and act like y'all don't smell what I'm over here smoking on y'all. Come on, I'm throwing out the smoke on y'all right now. This is exactly why Big Meech is getting what he's getting, man. You doing too much, nigga. Whatever happened between you and Tammy, you supposed to have fixed that. Nobody else but you. And look where you at now. Because I'm going to tell y'all, after this BMF final season, man, that shit over with. That shit is over with. What else you going to see BMF at now? This is for the people that they ain't going to be thinking, oh no, they could jump on another TV network. How? When you got Curtis Jackson over there, got connection on all these goddamn TV networks now. That nigga over there running Stars. What we talking about here? Stars is like HBO, Showtime, all that shit. What are we talking about? You think he ain't got speed downs? He won't think he got connects. And plus, them people ain't gonna want to touch that nigga. They ain't gonna want to rock with Big Meech because they don't want to break their relationship that they got with 50. It's business, it's money. Big Meech can't bring me $2-3 million, but Curtis Jackson could if I do business with him. Exactly. So put yourself in them shoes. What the hell y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna look at them niggas like, man, that's your problem, nigga. All right, yo, Big Meech, handle that, nigga. It was nice working with y'all, nigga. I gotta move on now. That's exactly what 50 doing. Nothing wrong with that. It's just business. It's just business.
So what in the fuck is all these? So right now, some of the most well-known members of BMF, like J-Bo, for example, J-Bo, he is strangely, suspiciously silent about all these facts that are coming out. I believe J-Bo is from St. Louis, isn't he?
He is.
Okay.
He is.
What's your relationship with him?
You know, I never knew J-Bo. He was cool with my little brother, Magic or Wani. He passed on the first BMF indictment. He passed in USP Atlanta from an asthma attack.
Got you.
So I never knew J-Bo. He was always one of the little homies. But that's a hell of a question, man. When he got home, I think around 2018, I personally told him what the nigga did to me.
Right.
And the exact words were, man, you sure, huh? You sure, big homie? I said, listen, man, I'm telling you the nigga bad news, homie. This is what I'm telling you, man. So the nigga parted with me with these words with that, you know, I got to holler at the homie, man. He got to explain this shit. My words to him were, how can you explain this shit, homie? How can you explain this shit? So I never came out until 2018, right? Until I got black and white. See, I never knew this nigga rolled.
This is nasty work, man. I just don't understand how can you, before I get out of here, I just don't understand how you can actually continue with this after the BMF series when they drop that in another month or two, whenever the hell they drop it. And when that shit is over, pardon me, gang, when that shit is over, I don't see the success that BMF brand is going to have unless you try to squeeze your way inside the hip-hop industry. That part. Try to go and, become a label and try to sign artists, but with the reputation that you having, and you got a young artist out there in Memphis that's disrespect you in the DM, I don't see no other rappers really tagging along with that shit unless you come out and do an interview with Vlad TV. And it's possible he might do an interview soon that he might get the right price and talk about what he's going to talk about. So that's something that we actually all waiting on, to be honest. Vlad TV is probably one of the biggest platforms that Go offer them some nice money in a nice bag for him to talk and explain the side of the situation that he's actually getting accused of the third party with the Tammy Cohens and all this, that, and the third. But if you go to a small platform, I don't understand why would you do that. To be honest, if I'm gonna explain my situation, give me my bag. I'm gonna take that bag and I'm gonna explain everything. But see, my thing is, why you ain't do that in the beginning? You could have made your own bag. You could have sat in your house, did a live, whatever, nigga. You know what I mean? One of those, or had somebody, you know what I mean? Listen, there's ways to make money and get your own bag while you're doing your own interview and your own live and all that. There's ways to do shit like that. Somebody could pay you doing that. That's why I understand why you ain't give us no explanation about what the hell Cuffy talking about and what Tammy talking about. The only video you give us, you sitting on a goddamn couch, looking like you on meds or something, allegedly. Looking like a lot of people in the comments, a lot of people on the other platforms was commenting saying, man, something ain't right with Big Meech, man. The way he talk, the way he look, the way he all on the couch, it's something ain't right. We don't know what it is. I kind of know what it is, though. I got to think about it. Look at Lil Meech. Look at this little drug addiction that he got going on right now. Remember, Big Meech, Blue Da Vinci, coming out of Blue Da Vinci mouth, pause, when he did the interview, said Big Meech used to, you know, pop a lot of E-pills back in the days. Remember, the E-pills was that wave back in them days. It wasn't Molly, it was E-pills, y'all, for the youngins. And they say he used to be, man, you know, he used to get busy. I don't know what other shit you was doing, nigga, but when you give us that little corny-ass little live and death before dishonor and all this corny shit, we ain't trying to hear that. Niggas ain't with that no more. Niggas is every man for themselves nowadays in this era that we live in. There's so much backdooring going on with these little camps and cliques and gangs and all that. Niggas ain't trying to hear no death before dishonor. That shit been washed up. You could be down with a gang and down with a clique, nigga, and you still got to watch yourself, nigga, because it's every man for themselves nowadays. And I'm lying, I sit back and wait. Or you're going to get backdoor if you walking around here with your head all bobbly up, thinking everybody cool with you. That part. So when the youngest see that, they don't care about that. So I don't know how this BMF brand gonna continue with the success after that last final season happened. The only thing I can think of, nigga, you trying to get into hip hop. I don't know what you're gonna do with that. Somebody hip hop will help you. I don't know. Maybe somebody owe you a favor that we don't know in hip hop. It's something. But filmmaking and more and more TV series, that shit is finito. That shit is over with. It's over with that. 50's in the film industry. It's gonna be hard to try to get through that, man. That part. What are we talking about? But we can't blame nobody but Big Meech. You the one fumbled the bag. Nobody else but you. Nobody else but you. You fumbled the bag for your son too. That part. I don't know what you thought when you came home, but I gotta remind you before I get out of here, man. Little Marquise. Remind this nigga again, man.
Somebody out here, or maybe it's just a bunch of people out here that need to hear this. And it was like, you thought you were special. You really thought you were special. Who told you were special? You thought you were special.
I'm out of here, man. Smash that like button, man. Give me y'all smoking y'all opinion about this situation, man. CEO Jizzle allegedly disrespecting him on a DM. I believe it's real. I believe he really tried to reach out to the youngin. The youngin still got the shit on his own Instagram page. He ain't deleted or nothing. So y'all can go to CEO Jizzle page and y'all gonna see it right there. That junk is still sitting there. The homie ain't deleted, so it's real. He ain't got no reason to clout chase off that nigga. Like I said, he under that Dolph camp, that part. Till then, y'all already know the vibes, man. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video, because I don't know what you're waiting on. Smash that subscribe button. If you want to donate to the channel, man, Cash App banners right there. You can also donate by the thank you button. But till then, it's your boy Smoke News TV. I'm up out of here, man. Salute, gang. If they know, they know. I'm out of here.